For the eyebrows today, I am going to be using a new product, and I was very lucky to get this product gifted to me. It's the EYESHADOW Beauty Shaping Gel. That's what the packaging looks like outside of the box. Straight away, it reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I'm very excited to try this out because I do love that product. Hopefully, this can be a really good alternative. If you don't know who EYESHADOW Beauty is, this is actually Shannon So's brand. I feel like she kind of started the whole like YouTube makeup tutorials here in New Zealand. I'm just going to open up the lid. Oh, it's a bit tight. Okay, I'm actually already excited. That's what the product looks like. It literally looks exactly, if not very similar to Anastasia Brow Freeze, so this is going to be so exciting. I'm just going to take a disposable spoolie and just dip a little bit into the product. Not too sure if you can see, but just about that much there. And on the box it does say to work the product on the back of the lid, so I'm going to do that right now. And I'm guessing that just means just to kind of like rub your spoolie all over it, just making sure that it's all covered with the product. Oh my god, look, you can even do like the laminated brow effect if you wanted to. Obviously you gotta really work that. Oh my god. Now what I'm gonna do, I am just gonna run my spoolie just along the top, just to make them look a little bit natural and not too like, you know, pushed up. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm already loving how this is looking. Okay, so they have dried down a bit. I am noticing like my hairs are starting to come back up and not be fully stuck down. But if I'm going to be completely honest, even with my Anastasia Beverly Hills, it does the exact same thing. I notice it doesn't actually fully stick my hairs down. And I think that's why I'm always going back to the Got To Be Glued product. I think my hairs are just very stubborn and that's strong enough to stick them fully down. What I find with these types of gels is that they do like give a really good hold to the hairs. So throughout the day, your hairs do tend to stay in place. I think for lamination, it might not be the best for my brows in particular. Just like that natural fluffy brow look, I think this would be perfect. Now I'm going to be filling in all these little gaps. And I'm going to be going with my Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Brow Pencil, and I'm in the shade number 4. Shade 40, shade 4, medium brown. Pretty much just starting from the bottom and flicking upwards for this step. I don't want to play around the brows too much. I just want to gently fill them in. We've already got that gel in there. I want to keep them how they are, but just make them look a little bit more full. And then extending the actual shape at the end by just adding a couple more flicks, just so my brows look a little bit more longer. For my eye makeup today, I do want to create a look inspired by this color right here of my shirt. I'm thinking like brown on the outer corner, do like a half cut crease with a vibrant orange to kind of match with the shirt, and then like a liner. We'll see how we go. I'm just going to grab my concealer and I'm going to use this to carve out my eyebrows. And then just going in with your flat eyeshadow brush, using this to carve out the bottom of the brow as well as blending the concealer down the rest of the lid. I honestly love this technique. It always makes my eyeshadow stay in place all day. It also makes my brows look a little bit more defined. Just blending out that concealer with a damp beauty blender. Setting the concealer with some powder. Check out my acrylic makeup brush stand. You literally can buy this from Kmart for like $15. I bought 2, one for myself and one for my kit. But it's so handy. You've got 4 sections, so you can do them in like whatever order you want to. But yeah, it's just something very handy to have rather than keeping my brushes in a bag. Just to start off with a transition color, I'm going to be taking my Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, and we're going to take the shade Matte 4. And just using a fluffy blending brush, we're going to be placing this in our crease area but all over the lid. Oh my god, I literally just realized I've got cinnamon all over my lips. Sorry about that. I had a cinnamon scroll about like an hour ago. I do like the Makeup by Mario palette, however you do have to build up the colors a lot to get the intensity that you're wanting, which is not too bad. Like, it is pretty good. Sometimes it can just be a little bit of a process. And we are going to smoke out that transition shade a little bit on the outer corner. Going in with a smaller blending brush, we're taking the shade Matte 8 and we're going to be focusing the shade just in the crease area only. I am just intensifying the shade up a little bit because I do want it to be a lot deeper in color. Just going back in with my fluffy blending brush, just using the excess product that's already on the brush and just using that to buff everything nicely into place. We're going to be doing our cut crease. So I haven't done a cut crease in so long on myself, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting back into my old roots. A little bit worried because I don't have too much concealer left in this tube, so hopefully we can just make it work. If you have a flat eyeshadow brush, I feel like this is definitely one of the best methods in doing it. It's because the brush does have that curve. It kind of helps you get like a more precise circular shape. So I'm just going to dip this brush into my concealer and just load it up. Start in the inner corner. and just use the top edge of the brush to actually press and carve out the shape. And I'm just stopping the actual cut crease from about here. I don't want to go all the way. I'm now just going to go with like another flat eyeshadow brush, but this one's a little bit more fluffier. This is the EYESHADOW Beauty Firm Blending Brush. I'm going to take the shade Matte 3 from the Master Mattes palette, and I'm just going to use this to actually set the concealer. I'm now going to be taking my Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette. If you haven't seen what this palette looks like, it's got all these vibrant shades. You can get really creative with this palette, so I'm very excited. And I'm going to be taking that shade Mango. Just taking a flat eyeshadow brush for this and just popping that all over. Just look at how vibrant this orange shade is. And I feel like it's a perfect choice for my shirt as well. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be taking that matte 8 shade again, and we're going to use this just to blend this part here so it's all nice and even. Just tapping that on the end of the cut crease. I think I might deepen it up a little bit. I feel like it's looking a bit basic, so I'm going to deepen this up, and we're going to be taking our shade Matte 8, no, we're going to be taking the shade Matte 10, and we're just going to focus this Matte 10 shade just on the outer edge only. And then going back in that big fluffy blending brush and just using this to buff out. I'm just polishing up this part here just because I do want it to be a bit more blended in. So now I'm just going to clean up the edge with some of my salad water to sharpen that whole eye look up. Now I'm just going to take my Huda Beauty Life Liner Quick and Easy. This is just in the black shade, and I'm just going to add a liquid liner to the look. A little tip, if you are wanting to know how to do a liner or how to do a wing liner, what I did was before I would have a shower at the end of my day, I'll just grab my liner and just practice doing it, because that way if you muck it up, nobody's going to see. You're hopping straight in the shower and you're washing it off. I'm going to finish my other eye off camera, and then we can begin with the base. Alright, our eyeshadow is done. I'm already excited with how this is looking. I did end up making this wing a little bit more thicker because I accidentally made this one a bit uneven. I actually got this given as gratis for work, and I tried it out from I think about a week or two ago. It's absolutely amazing. If you want to see my first impressions on this, I do have a TikTok video about it. I'll pop a little screenshot up here for you guys if you want to see how long it lasts, for about 8 hours to 9 hours roughly. My makeup looked absolutely flawless from the beginning to the end. Pretty much what this does, it sets like an invisible layer onto the skin. It's meant to like grip the makeup and grip everything, so it keeps it in place. You have to shake it well before using it, so I like to use this as a kind of like a primer and just let that absorb into the skin. Also, another thing what I really liked about the product when I first use it, once you spray it onto your face, onto the bare skin, it feels like you're not wearing anything. Like, it has a slight tacky feeling, but that's what it's meant to feel like. We'll go in with our Beauty Blender foundation today, I think, because I do want something a little bit full coverage. This is a new brush that I bought recently, just a Morphe brush. It's the Morphe V102. I really like this brush. I was assisting a makeup artist on set, and she uses this brush, and it gives such a flawless application onto the model, so I was just like, I need that in my kit as well as for myself. It doesn't absorb as much product as a sponge, clearly, because it's a brush. You can also use this brush as well to do your cream contour, blush, bronzer, if you just want to pop in your moisturizer as well, because it is quite dense. I'm just going to go with my damp beauty blender just to make sure that I have blended this all out evenly. Oh my gosh, I actually have the Rare Beauty Joy Liquid Blush. Should we try that today? So this is the Soft Pinch Blush by Rare Beauty. Everyone raves about these blushes. I haven't actually tried the liquid ones yet. I've got the shade Joy. I feel like it could be fitting for this look because it is a bit more of an orange tone blush, but I've never used it before. All I know is that a little goes a long way. I'm just going to do literally one dot. This is what I'm talking about. You don't need much of this product. It's actually really nice. Natural flush blush. It looks really lovely. I wonder if I put a little bit too much on the side. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just use the excess foundation, kind of like soften this up a little bit. That is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. As you can tell, a little goes a long way. You don't need much at all. Going in with my Tarte Powerflex concealer and popping this in the under eye area, a little bit on our nose, chin, and a bit on the forehead. And I'm just gonna let the concealer air dry a little bit. One thing as well that I've been noticing with my makeup routine, I haven't done cream contour in a while. I haven't really been bothered doing like cream contour. I think because like lately I'm always in a rush and I just want to like get everything done. Now we're going to set our face with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder and going in straight with our powder puff. I'm currently using the Laura Mercier in my makeup kit, but once that's gone, I'm going to be swapping to Huda Beauty, just because I feel like it gives a way more smooth effect than the Laura Mercier. I'm just going with my usual, the Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty as well. Popping a little bit on the forehead as well, on the jawline, of course, you can't forget the jawline. And I'm just going to use the same brush to do my nose as well. I literally just use like the edge to do my nose. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Max liquid light, but I actually saw a really good technique on TikTok by Painted by Spencer. He's a makeup artist and he's absolutely amazing. I love his videos. I just learned so much from him whenever I'm watching his videos. Whenever I apply liquid highlight, I'm always just tapping it on the skin. It looks nice, but I feel like there's better ways to do it. Pretty much just drop the highlighter, I'm actually running out, onto the back of your hand. He just dabbed the beauty blender all into the product, and then he just gently like press the highlighter like that, and see how it just looks seamless and like subtle, but you can obviously build it up. But just look at that, it just blends like a dream. But this technique with the beauty blender, it's a game changer, that's for sure. So we're actually almost done. I am just going to complete the eyes. We're going to add a little bit of a smoky situation underneath our lash line. So starting off with the matte 4 shade in our Master Mattes palette, and we're just going to blend it underneath our lash line. I'm just using the Morphe and Nikita N1 brush. It's like a packing on eyeshadow brush almost, but just quite small and dense. Just a simple blend, nothing crazy. I don't think I'm going to deepen it up. I'm quite happy with that soft nude shade underneath. I'm just going to go back in with my liquid highlighter and just do a little dot on the back of my hand. And for this step, I will be using a brush. Add in the inner corner of my eye. Oh my god. Ah, there's black on here, so it's made it go black. Damn it. Wait. I should have cleaned my brush first, maybe. That would have been better. Okay, let's go back in again. Let's start fresh. Okay, that looks a lot better. And I'm just going to go with my finger and just like gently blend it out a little bit. Going in with my usual Sephora Size Up mascara. So because we have a wing liner, of course, we're going to add some lashes. And I'm going to be doing half cut, just cutting this pair up into halves. Obviously, I'm going to be going in with my Sephora glue. I actually bought me a new glue because I ran out of my Duo one. But the Sephora glue, it's only 11 New Zealand dollars and it works just as good as the Duo glue. I just think it takes a little bit longer to dry. I'm just going to quickly pop this lash on. My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna let it charge for a bit and I'll be back. So while my battery was charging, I did pop on my other lash, and I'm gonna go with my Max Pout pencil, and this is in the shade Plush. It's kind of like a nudie orange shade, but I feel like will complement this look quite nicely. I'm just gonna use my finger just to like blend out that lip liner shade, and then just going in with my flat eyeshadow brush to clean up the edges. So I don't think I'm going to add a gloss to my lips just because my eyes are matte, my base is matte, and I think I'm going to keep the lips matte as well. I am going to be using my Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray just to set my face into place. And that completes today's tutorial, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm very pleased with the outcome. Not gonna lie, at first when I was doing my eyes, I was a little bit unsure about where this was gonna go. But now that everything's complete, I'm very happy with the outcome. Now, just a little quick review on the XO Beauty Brow Gel. I obviously tried to do that laminated brow effect. However, my hairs weren't sticking down, they just kept coming up. But even when I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, my eyebrow hairs do the exact same thing with this as well. So I think it's just the type of product. It's not strong enough for my eyebrows because they are a little bit stubborn. But I do like how it kind of just gives that natural fluffy brow look. I'm definitely going to be using it for a more everyday or just a quick tidy up for my eyebrows. There's not much difference between these two products. This costs between $40 and $45 from Mecca and Sephora. And the XO Beauty one is only $28.99. So if you're somebody that has been wanting to try the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, you may as well just go for the XO Beauty one because it's a lot cheaper and it's also going to give you the exact same outcome. So also, I actually have a 15% discount code for you guys. I'll pop it down below and I'll also do a little link for you guys. If you do want 15% off your next XO Beauty order, feel free to pop in my code. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!